Okay, in this video we're looking at solving quadratic equations. We are solving usually in order to find the roots. That's the two values or one value of x that we find is called a root of an equation on a graph. And this time we're using the quadratic formula, which you're given on your formula sheet with your exam. But as an example, let's take the polynomial, I guess, 3x minus 5 equals 0. And this was used, I guess, more before we had our graphics calculators, because now we just put the values in our graphics calculator rather than using this formula. But if you don't have your calculator, then we can use this. We need to find a, b, and c. So our a equals 1, our b equals -3, and our c equals -5. So don't forget the signs in front of these numbers. Okay, once you have your values, you really just put them into the equation. So my x equals a -3, a negative is a +3, plus or minus the square root of b squared. -3 times -3 is 9, minus 4 times 1, so it'll be 4, times -5. And all of that, the whole lot is going to be 2 times a on the bottom. So 2 on the bottom. That's going to give me 3 plus or minus the square root, 9 minus -20. 9 minus -20 is the same as 9 plus 20, which is 29. Divided by 2. And I can just leave that as my answer. You don't usually need to get more simple than that, or I guess on your calculator you could work that out. 3 plus the square root of 29 divided by 2, or 3 minus the square root of 29 divided by 2 would give you your solutions. And you could double check that you're doing it correctly by putting these values of a, b, and c in your calculator and using calculator solver. So let's just, on the next page, we'll use the calculator. If you have your calculator, you put it on, look on your menu for equations. Okay, on your menu. On mine, anyway, I then have polynomial that comes up that I want. Polynomial. And because it's an x squared and x to the power of 2, my degree, I think it's on mine, it's the F1 key, is to the degree of 2, because it's the highest power of my x is 2. And I'm going to put in 1 as my a and execute. And then I'll put in -3, execute, and then I'll put in -5, execute, and that will double check my solution, and I'll push F1 solve for a solution. So that's how we do it on our calculators. It certainly pays to have your graphics calculator, makes these things much easier. Okay, thanks.